I'm trying desperately to stay awake. I woke up at 5:30 this morning, or maybe it was 4:30, and I couldn't, went back to sleep, but after a while, and then I woke up at 7, and it was just not a good night's sleep, I don't feel. Anyway, I'm super tired now, because I went for a walk, and then I went to golf and watched my grandson's hockey game. It was super, it was so cool. He is 5 years old, okay? There were 4 games going on the ice pad, and I don't know if you've ever watched 5-year-olds play hockey. He plays hockey with an intensity and a joy and a holy smokes. So my son, my daughter, and my younger grandson were sitting with me, and my grandson, my oldest grandson, was playing. It was hilarious. It was fun. When my kids were that old, they did not play hockey, right? It was quite a few years later before they started playing hockey. So I have never seen something like that from the point of view of knowing exactly who's on the ice. I've seen 5-year-olds play hockey, but it's like, oh yeah, 5-year-old kids, if it's not your own, it doesn't have the same feel, right? So now seeing him playing hockey and recognizing him every time he got on, it was just amazing. Hilarious. Oh, hilarious. And it's him. He was definitely the goofiest, most intense player on the ice. Holy smokes. He is an athlete. He can golf. He can play baseball. He can play soccer. He can play hockey. And I'm sure he will improve as he gets older. But right now, he's hilarious and so intense. Wow. So we got there. Thank goodness, I felt a coffee deprivation headache coming on before we got there. So my son went around to a Tim Hortons, and we got me a coffee to have during the game, which is just the only way to watch hockey in person, is with a coffee in hand. So that was good. So we drove there, got the coffee, watched the game, drove home. And my son, while we were in Guelph, we picked up lunch for them because they had only come home. My daughter-in-law stayed here. My son went back to Guelph with me. So they just came from Guelph, picked me up, went back to Guelph. So it was a long time for them. And while we were there, we picked up lunch, a lunch that they love from a place in Guelph that they always went to when they lived in Guelph. So we brought home that for them. They had lunch. I came here and watched videos, and have been struggling to stay awake ever since, despite my coffee. Oh my goodness. And my bed's there, and I feel like going, oh, come on, lie down, have a nap. But I know it's the wrong time of day. I don't do naps. I don't like naps. And by the time it actually got serious, it was already after 4. So you're not supposed to have a nap after 4, otherwise you will wreck your sleep for the night. So now I have to struggle to stay awake. Because I have to stay awake. But there have been enough videos, and there was one that was live streaming. Elise Harris was live streaming, and she usually does that on a Sunday. So I actually participated. Usually I just sit there and watch, and I'm not that interested. This time, she was chatting about something interesting, so I participated. But she had someplace to go, so that was only for a few minutes. So, and that was the only live stream of my actual subscriptions. Ugh, okay. I may go downstairs and watch some TV or something. I don't know. Because I'm tired because I got up early and then walked. Actually, it was not as tiring a walk as it was the day before. Yesterday, there was snow on the ground and I was in my heaviest boots. And, it's harder to walk if you're in heavy boots. So it was slippery, it was snowy, I was galumphing, okay? Today, I was walking in my sneakers and it was easy going. But the coffee thing. I suppose French vanilla just is not the same as regular coffee. I worked for a while, but not sufficiently, because it's back. It's not real coffee. Not real coffee.